Okay, so it is Thursday the 25th at 3:15 in the afternoon. Out here at the shop. I've been working on this 601. I got the tube replaced, which is just the air intake tube that runs from the carb to the intake, which if I can get this open one-handed. Actually, I'm going to set the camera down real quick and then I'll pick it back. Okay, so it runs two right there. But this thing here should be ready to fire up if I can. I'm going to do a screwdriver because I can't turn the fuel on by hand. But I'm going to turn the fuel on and then I'm going to hook the battery back up and I'm going to fire it up. Because I've been saying I'm going to fire it up on the video, never get around to doing it. I'm going to do it today. All you need is a flathead screwdriver to cut the fuel on and off with the fuel cutoff that's in this one, if it's the proper cutoff, that is. I don't know if I'll be able to show you or not up in there. Yeah, right there's a cutoff. And you pretty much get on there and you loosen. Sure, you're not loosening, but you screw the screw in the cutoff out, which I'm gonna have to put the camera down to finish doing. Okay, the fuel is on, so I'm gonna hook the battery cable back up. Okay, positive cable is hooked up. Negative cable is hooked up. Top part of the hood. What I'm probably going to do is set the camcorder down in the seat because I have to turn the key on, pull the choke, which is that right there, and press the button start. Make sure it's out of gear, throttle set, and there she goes. Running like a nice tractor, I guess you'd say. It ain't running like new, but it's running really good. So it runs really good. So I'm gonna let it sit over and run. I've been working on it a little bit today, changing that tube out and fixing a fuel leak it had, which I finally did do. So it should be good to go. Now, should be and is two different things, but I think it should be good to go. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to finish. I don't know if I'm going to just make this little video about working on this tractor, or if I'm gonna vlog the rest of the day. I haven't really been doing a whole lot today, just working and stuff, but yeah, I'll decide if I'm gonna vlog the rest of the day or not, and judging by the length of this video, I guess you'll know. So yeah. But yeah, so I got the camera out here, might as well go for a little ride. So I'm gonna idle it down a lot. And put it in reverse. And we'll move it back to where it's supposed to be parked for now. It's a really good tractor. I really like it. Hopefully the audio doesn't sound too bad on this thing. There's my section of fence that is flipped back over. I had it propped up with a board last night, but wind blew real hard again and knocked it back over. That stinks. Have to set that back up again. I had to do that. I sure ain't about to do that right now. Cause I couldn't care less for right this moment. Back up a little more. There we go. Get it back over here where I can park it. And then I'll cut the fuel and stuff right back off. Okay, so we'll cut it off by simply turning the handle, of course. I'll get off here, and we'll unhook the battery cable. Again, of course, don't want any fire happening. Don't want this thing catch on fire or nothing. Now, to see if I got my screwdriver on me, and I'm going to pause the recording for a second. Alrighty then. So yeah, it runs good now. Had a few little things I had to do to it, but other than that, it's running really well. Put that back in my drawer full of screwdrivers. Got my iPhone over here charging. But yeah, got this thing here apart. Parts are not here for this thing yet. Ordered the 2 seals and stuff for this thing. So when they get here, I'll be able to finish this thing up. If I'd have brought my light mount and light that I made for this camera, I'll be able to show you a little better. Well, okay. So I have a little thing here. I got a light that I'm holding in my hand. I'll be able to show you this. That's the pump and stuff for the hydrostat right there. This is your pressure plate right here. Your clutch disc is inside that. There's your tiny little throwout bearing. So yeah, there's your safety switch right there for the starting. You got to have that pressed. That goes to the clutch pedal, and you have to have that pressed to start it. So, oh, and if you're wondering what that annoying ticking sound is, it's that old ceiling fan up there. It's going to be going down and getting replaced with one of those big lights there. And I have dirt all over the lens, so I have to clean that up tonight. Figure out a good way to clean that up. I got something stuck to my camera. Wonderful. Also gonna do a little updated shop tour. My big air compressor back there, my engine hoist and some jacks. My toolboxes here. A big toolbox. For some reason it's out of focus. My big toolbox there. My cart there. You can't even really see the big box. As I back up like that, and you can see my big box. Both of my toolbox top here and the bottom are both Craftsman. Now this bottom one here is Craftsman with the ball bearing drawers. This top one's a Craftsman, but it's not got ball bearing drawers. It's just got the old manual sliding, drawers in it. So this one here has ball bearing drawers. It's not a Craftsman. It is a US General from Harbor Freight, and it works wonderfully. That red cart there, I do believe, is a US General as well from Harbor Freight, but the badge off of it and stuff seems to be gone. There's my Auto Arc welder, of course, with my DeWalt grinder down in the bottom. No parts came in for this thing yet. This thing here was put back together right, but it needs a kit because it's wore out. So I'm going to put a kit in it as well. So here's the starter, because I had to replace the starter on the 601. Because I don't know if you can tell or not, but that starter right there is brand new. And I will show you why I had to replace this starter here. There's nothing wrong with this starter. It was working perfectly fine. But was a little rusty. This is the stud where your wire goes to it. If you notice, the studs broke off. The nut that was put on there was rusted on there, and I tried to tighten it up because it wasn't making good connection, and it broke off. And I probably got a little too happy with tightening it, but that's what it's supposed to look like right there. That's the new starter. So there's another new alternator. This one actually does charge, so the other one didn't charge, but it is sent back. I got that one back there. I had to change out the pulleys on the alternators because this right here is the pulley that comes on it. And I don't know if you can really tell, but that's a deep gap in that pulley for the belt to run. And the belt on that tractor is a thin belt. So I just took the pulley off the original alternator that was on the tractor, which is that little pulley right there, and the belt runs in it just fine. So yeah, but anyway, not a whole lot going on today, just sort of taking it easy, not doing a whole lot. A little bit of stuff. Hopefully I can get my four-wheeler back up and running, my Arctic Cat 250 running this summer, as well as maybe my motorcycle, which is a 1986 Suzuki Intruder 700. So I'll see if I can get that running, as well as bring that go-kart frame out back in and work on it. Originally that was a two-seater go-kart, but yeah, you're not going to be able to fit two grown people on that thing. So my plan I should say, is to make a single seat go-kart out of it. And it would be perfectly fine leaving the frame width-wise alone to make a single seater, but I'm going to have to extend the frame lengthwise to take people with longer legs. So, but it's going to be a single seater. I'm going to move the steering wheel over to the center, and I'm going to leave the brake pedal where it's at. But there's already a hole there to mount the accelerator pedal all the way far to the right side. And leaving the width alone, if you're sitting in the center, your feet should naturally rest on the sides where the brake and accelerator pedal is. Now if you're like me and you drive with 2 feet, you should be fine. But if you only drive with 1 foot, then you might have a little bit of a problem, which I know the people with the DMV, 1 foot, you know, because they were on me about that when I took my driving test, get my driver's license. 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot. I took the test using 1 foot, and it was fine, but I drive with 2 feet because I learned to drive on a standard shift, a 5-speed manual shift transmission. The first truck I ever drove had a 5-speed manual shift in it. Learning to drive on a standard shift, I was sort of used to using the same foot for the gas and brake, which is fine, but I took my driving test in an automatic, and in an automatic I used to use just my right foot for the gas and my left foot for the brake. That's what I still do, and I haven't had an accident yet, knock on wood. But anyway, this is running on too long, so I'll film more later. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you liked this video and you want to see more content like it, there's a subscribe button down there. Hit it if you want to. Don't if you don't. Honestly, if you don't, I can't blame you. I don't think I'd hit the subscribe button on my own channel either. But anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching.